welcome to another edition of eYe on Education. I'm your host, Doug Beals. We have an exciting show today. First, we will chat with Shelise about her community project. And after the break, a couple of ambassadors from the CTE department will join me. So let's begin. Shelise, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me here today.
It's exciting. Shelise is graduating from high school this weekend, right?
Yes.
And she was in the video production and broadcasting program for the last 2 years. And she did a community project, which was one of the assignments for the second semester. So let's talk a little bit about the community project.
So my community project was for the Nashua Police Department, and the year before I worked with them just being a talent for it. And then the next year, for my senior year, it was an opportunity for me to be the director of it. And so I jumped on with that, and you helped me film the Nashua Police and create a recruitment video regarding the females because they have a shortage of women.
So this was primarily to recruit women candidates to join the police in Nashua. That's fantastic. So what do you think? How did it go?
I think it went well. I had a lot of different times to meet up with them, so it was really kind of on your due dates to get everything settled and done. And then we had the overall presentation where a few of them came, and I just came from an email that I got from one of the lieutenants to, yeah, I don't know. I think it went well. They all seem to like it. It's on the front page right now. So.
Now, how are they going to use it on their website?
It's on the front page of their website. Originally, Jennifer Green emailed me to create the video, and then it's since then has been on the website since it's been finished.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I knew you gave the final presentation, so some of the female officers actually came in, right, at one time or another and got to see the final video, and what did they think?
We had 2 separate days to show them. One day they came in, the 2 lieutenants came in to view it, to tell me how they wanted the wording at the end to be and how they wanted the graphics to show at the end, because I didn't know how they wanted to word the recruitment. Then we had a South Speaks event in the lecture hall at the school where a few of them came in and they were able to see the video for the first time. And then I had my overall senior presentation where they all kind of just came in chunks, and I think they all viewed it at different times. So I think they were all content with it.
That's great. How about if we take a look at the video right now?
Okay, go for it.
Let's roll it.
My greatest responsibility is being the one who everybody turns to when things go wrong.
Ensuring that criminal cases are successfully investigated and prepared and sent over to the county attorney's office for indictment.
We have a lot of responsibilities. What I would say the main one is making sure that we maintain a safe community.
Helping your other officer out, making sure that your other officer is backed up anytime they need it, and then also always keeping your integrity throughout your whole career. You do have a lot of responsibility as a police officer, and I think that your integrity is one of the main things that you need to make sure you keep.
I remember, sitting, talking to another officer once when we were when I was first hired and I was working on third shift, and he was like, if something were to happen, that everybody is counting on us. It's you and I, we have to control this city, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we're protecting these people, and that, if something happens, we're gonna take control.
You see so many people every day, but those people only see you. So they remember you more than you remember them, and it's important to make that impact, that positive impact.
Being a police officer definitely influences your life, whether you are on duty or off duty. You're always held to a higher standard, and you always take the experiences that you learn on the job and apply them to your daily life.
Part of the Professional Standards Bureau oversees the Firearms Training Unit. This is essential training for all officers that come through the police agency, and this is the very newest recruits all the way up through the Chief of Police. We have 3 full-time members of the Firearms Training Unit, all officers, that keep everybody up to par as far as their shooting skills, and this is their sole job to make sure that everyone is safe on the street and learns the newest and most important tactics.
To be a police officer in this day and age, I think there's a shortage in general of people that are interested just because of the way that some of society is portraying it and the way that police officers and law enforcement are portrayed in the media.
So we currently have 174 officers. We have a couple more that will be joining us hopefully next month.
Certainly in Nashua, we would like to have more female officers.
I think every person can find like their little niche in the department, whether it be the different programs that we offer, or the different specialty units, even just in patrol. I think certain officers are good at certain things.
And in the department are completely open to the females and supportive.
I think there's kind of a lot of fear of like, can I be a police officer? Or if you're already in one career field that you don't enjoy, it's like, am I at a point in my life where it's too late now to make that switch? And it's really not,
Women knowing that they can be a police officer and that, it might affect your life, but if you're the type of person that likes to help and see people succeed, then this is the job for you.
You're happy. Because I just like, because then I know Kim's watching me angry.
Wow, Shelise, that was great. I love that.
Thank you.
So, have you got any response yet about it, or has anyone got back to you?
I've been getting emails from a lot of the people in the police department, and one of the officers told me that he could help me out probably with further communications in the video field. So, I've got a lot of positive feedback.
So now, when we do video production and broadcasting, and we're doing this is kind of a marketing, not a PSA, but kind of more of a marketing video. We still do the 3 Ps, pre-production, production, and post-production. How could I forget that, right? So tell me a little bit about the production aspect. I know I went on the production with you. I thought it came out great. So let's talk about that. We actually went to the police department. We did actually 2 things. So why don't you explain both, what we did?
For the first day, we just set up like an interview type style in the studio that we have over at the school. And it was kind of just a guided list of 10 questions so I could get some footage of them saying what they had to say about the department in itself. And then we had a second day where I could collect a bunch of B-roll to incorporate, so it wouldn't just be watching them talk the whole time. I wanted to make sure that there was visuals so people who are actually interested get to see what they're going to work with or have the possibility to work with and whatnot. So I liked probably going to the station better than I liked filming at school. I liked filming at school because I was more comfortable there, but filming at the station was kind of cool because it was like an on-location thing, and then we could kind of explore and whatnot.
So for all the techies out there, tell us a little bit about what camera you use, because I know the tech people will really be interested in this.
So we use the cinematic camera. It has a really good depth of field and focus. So the cameras that we're used to at school, it's okay, but then they let me take out one of the really good cameras that was able to have like 4K quality and look really nice. I don't know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love all that tech stuff. How about going down to the firing range? How cool was that?
The fire range, I think that was really cool, especially because like we got to actually go inside of it. We couldn't check our audio because we had to have those other things because everything was so loud in there. But I think my other favorite part of that day is probably when we had like the unexpected like press conference, and then when me and Emma started getting interviewed by everyone, when we were there to film them and they started filming us. It was weird to kind of get like a double perspective on like in front of the camera and behind the camera. I liked that a lot.
Well, I would say it was a really great community project. I know I enjoyed working on it with you, and it was so much fun. And you know, the end result, I'm hoping that you know, they will recruit more female officers, because I think you know, from what I saw, the female officers, they can hold their own against the men, that's for sure. It was really good. We have a real fine police department. Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about being an ambassador, because you were an ambassador for 1 year or 2 years?
For 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I feel like I did ambassador things anyway the first year, but I wasn't officially.
Not official ambassador.
I didn't get the shirt yet.
Right. So what did you do as far as being an ambassador?
I took on every opportunity that you guys gave to me, as far as any outside of school things, like recording games or recording things for the school, or spending my e-blocks filming debates, like I don't know, any kind of thing that you guys had to offer. I made sure that I got in on every opportunity so I could get more experience working with all the equipment. And then as far as the program itself, I had to do a lot of like sitting down and talking with the people that are like freshmen and sophomores to like get their interests so that they can take my position when I leave.
So did you learn anything by this, you know, as far as the marketing goes of the programs? This is a CTE program, marketing thing, the ambassadors. So, you know, do you think it's we'll reap the rewards for it? What do you think?
Like, what did I learn from the course itself, or like the ambassador thing?
Yeah.
The course itself, I learned a lot about like working with others and about kind of making sure that you have a passion for the program, or else just don't be in it. Like if you're not driven for what you want to do, then you're just, a lot of times like you don't want to waste your time on something that's like really hands-on, especially with video production. And then as far as the ambassador program, I think it was a good opportunity to branch out, but I don't know how many people we're going to get from it.
Well, so far I think it's really helping our programs, as far as the people that are coming in are really interested from the beginning, you know, and what the program is all about, and something they may want to consider in their future. And I know you want to consider, you know, maybe going into this in your future, the video production program, maybe movies, maybe TV. What do you think? What's your plan?
I actually think I might like the media the best. I don't think I can come up with like creative storylines myself. I think I'd rather like take the facts and the information that's given to me and then make something of what I'm given, rather than like, I don't know, making my own idea of things. And I also don't know whether I like being behind the camera or in front of the camera or editing. I don't know which part of, I don't know. I like it all. So.
Do you think documentary style, maybe, making documentaries?
Probably, or maybe. Or something with the news or something, I don't know.
After working on the community project, do you think this is, you may want to do something that will be, you know, favorable to women and maybe help, you know, as far as women in your generation?
I think I do like making a lot of videos that are like for people or for a purpose. Like I like to make sure that if I'm going to be putting my time into something, that it's going to be used for something, or it's going to benefit someone in some kind of way. So I don't know, maybe not just like primarily to women, but like any kind of client that would want to portray an image but doesn't know how to. I think I would want to help them get their words out through more like videos, because I know I'm not really good with like words sometimes, but I know that I work like visually better. So if someone can't visualize what they can speak, I can do the reverse for them, and I'll visualize what they're saying, you know, to kind of get their image out there better.
Where are you going to go to school in the fall?
I plan to just go to Nashua Community College for now, and then I want to transfer to a university that's more like driven towards video production, because I know Nashua Community College doesn't have any video production courses as of now.
something that has a college maybe that has media. I know many of the colleges in the state have media programs.
Yeah.
So that's a really great way to go. I know a lot of students who are going to explore the community college system first, and I think that is a good way to start. And you could stay local too, and we'll get to see you too as you're hanging around.
Yeah.
Nashua, it would be great.
I got the 3 credits so far from video production, taking video production at South, so that helps me a lot going towards community college because I know my credits will transfer to there too. So.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome that you sat down with me today, and I really enjoyed having you as a student.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best as you move forward in your future.
I wish you the best as well, Beals.
Thank you. If you know anyone interested in a career in law enforcement, have them contact the Nashua Police Department. We'll be back after a short break to talk about the CTE Ambassador Program with Dominique.
We're in the grips of an addiction crisis. In Nashua, a number of us came together to form Nashua Safe Stations. If you need help, go to any Nashua fire station and you will get access to treatment.
When a person arrives at any of the Nashua fire stations seeking help for addiction, there'll be a brief medical eval to make sure there are no underlying issues that would interrupt the entry into recovery.
Within 15 minutes, the person seeking treatment will continue their hopeful journey of recovery through the process. They will promptly meet with a licensed professional who will provide an assessment and review an array of treatment options. These include medical detox with promising medication-assisted treatment, intensive outpatient groups, partial hospitalization, and residential services.
The bottom line, if you need treatment for any addiction, go to a Nashua fire station to get help.
Hi, we're back, and I'm here with Dominique. Welcome, Dominique.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thanks for joining me today.
It's going to be lots of fun.
It will be. Let's talk about the Ambassador Program for the CTE department.
The Ambassador Program for the CTE department has helped and pushed all the programs, not just single ones. I'm personally the ambassador for the engineering programs, but I also helped the whole program itself. I spoke at freshman night for incoming freshmen, and then I had a booth and I explained why they should take engineering. Also, there's CAD, which is another program which is more mechanical, whereas the engineering programs hit basis of electricity, thermodynamics, civil engineering. We do a lot of things with bridges, a lot of problem solving, and I want to get more children and incoming freshmen and students and middle schoolers really thinking about our future, because everything is changing and we need engineers in order for us to develop to the changes.
Is this Ambassador Program both North and South high schools?
The Ambassador Program is both North and South high schools. So there are programs at North that we don't have at South. I'm a South student personally. Then we have programs at South that only we have. But the cool thing is we have students from other towns that join us also. So Alvern High School in Hudson, Merrimack High School. There's a couple other that come join us. But so how it works is if you've mastered in the classes, you've proven that you know and you love the subject that you would love to speak about, you get chosen as an ambassador by your teacher. And I happen to be the only female, so I was chosen because I actually really enjoy being an ambassador, because I get to hopefully get more females to join me next year. And the cool thing about the North and South deal is we get together and we speak about how each program is at each school, and we mash together to speak to a majority of people about how we can update and fix and explore and put us out there so more people will join us.
Have you got much feedback from it this year? I know you're a junior, so this is your first year being an ambassador. What's the feedback been?
The feedback has been amazing. I think this year we really have pushed. Join CTE programs. It will help you in the future. If you don't want to go to college, take these classes, it'll put you in a trade. If you don't know what you want to do, take these classes, it can give you an idea of what you might want to do. And I think we've proven that that's what we're trying to do. So a lot of parents have come up to me and talked to me. A lot of teachers have done a great job. Like, we see a lot of people now interested. There's been sophomores and freshmen that have come up to me, and I'm only a junior. So it's not like they're talking to a big senior.
Right.
So it's just really cool to see that like people are now interested, and that helps us create more of a like community-based thing. And also, CTE programs are very widespread throughout New Hampshire. And the cool thing is like Massachusetts has folk tech schools, whereas we don't have those, but we have the folk programs in the schools. So that way we don't have to go to a separate school just to learn and work with stuff that we love.
So you're happy with the programs that you've taken?
I really am. The teacher who I have right now, her name is Miss Rossetti. She's been very helpful. She got me actually an internship at BAE Systems. That was an amazing experience. I got to learn that I do want to be an engineer, but not a certain type. I wanted to go the biomedical route, but now I want to go more mechanical. And experiences that she's given me and taught me, and people who I've worked with in the class, I've learned a lot of things about myself and a lot about things about like the world and what I want to do with it.
What are the names of the programs that you've taken this year?
There's two programs. The first one people normally take is Introduction to Engineering and Design. It's very computer-based. The program we use is called Inventor. We learn a lot. There's a bit of math involved because we need to learn dimensionings and so forth. And then the second program is called Principles of Engineering. That's more hardcore. A lot of kids take it because it's a college-level class. I'm getting 4 college credits for it, which is amazing. What's really cool about it is very problem-based. You go from building a car to coding it so it can do what you want it to do. My final project that I'm working on is a marble sorter. My teacher's taking 15 marbles, glass, plastic, and aluminum, and she's dropping into our cup or funnel, and they're going to distribute into our machine, and somehow it has to divide all 3 of the marbles into separate containers by using sensors, motors, levers, and so forth, which is, it's a struggle. I'm on my 4th design, but that's the thing about engineering. You problem solve, you try again, you use your design matrix, which you learn in class. You fail, and then one day you'll get it right. And that's the cool thing about these classes is you won't fail the class because you can't achieve what is given to you. There's constraints and so forth. She can't fail you because your car didn't move 50 feet. It only moved 25.
Right.
You tried, you did everything she wanted you to. You needed to prove that you were still willing to try to get it there. A lot of things, really cool things. We did solar cars. We were using hydrogen powered. It's just amazing all the resources we have, and I hope the program grows so we can get more and learn more.
What did you do at your internship at BAE?
There is individual, like, I wouldn't say classes, but little like meetings. I would sit down with someone that works there, and they would do a little exercise with me. Also, I got to go through the foundry. A lot of the stuff I can't really tell you because it's classified.
Top secret.
Yes, classified. But a lot of it is just almost an inside look of what your future could look like. With other CTE programs, a lot of teachers have outsources and people they know, which can get you other internships or a job even.
Right.
This upcoming summer, at end of the senior year, I will be doing an internship again at BAE, but it would be a paid internship. And it will be summer long. It will be like a 9-to-5 job. And I will be at my own little cubicle. They will give me projects and I will learn what it's like to be an engineer without a degree.
Excellent. So I know, let's talk about senior year. As you go through the summer, we're going to come back to school. What have you got planned? I know you're very big into cheer. You love that. So do you do all the games and football?
Yes.
Football. And what do you like about cheer?
The thing about cheerleading is my favorite part of it is the tumbling, the flips, the twists, the jumps, all that. I love being in the air. I'm that girl that you see that's flying up and they catch, which is super fun. I've noticed a lot of things I do in life is very team-based, group-based. Cheerleading is a team sport. If you don't have one person, you can't go up in the stand. If you don't have 2 people, you can't do the whole routine because it just doesn't work that way. Whereas football, you can have your quarterback out, but you have a second string you can put in. Cool things, also, I've been in a lot of other clubs, Student Voice, STEAM program, which is also an engineering program, but it hits other aspects like art, math, science, which is really cool. This ambassador program has helped me in those other programs, which is really great. It's got me more opportunities, and I really like that.
That's pretty cool. You have a community project you're going to work on in the fall. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
In the fall, I'm doing something called an ELO, which is an extended learning opportunity. I'm going to get a full credit for it, and pretty much what the basis of the course, which I would be creating. Most people do like research projects, whereas Shelise did a community project with a video. I would be doing a proposal to get the main floorway, which is called Main Street in Nashua South High School, changed into a kinetic floor energy experience. So what it's going to be is the floor tiles will be replaced with floor tiles that have one layer that can be walked on. Second layer will be with electricity surges, so absorb the kinetic energy from your feet walking on it, and it will send it to a generator, which can power up into formal energy, which can be put into electricity. So hopefully we can power the lights. So the main hallway, which everyone walks on, I've calculated so far that, say I walk fully down the hallway, I can power 2 full classrooms with like lights.
Wow.
And imagine there's 100 people walking down those hallways just in one point, and then it's all day long. So the thing about the generator is stores energy, which is really amazing because say there aren't a bunch of people walking down the hallway during the day and there's a game that night. It can take the energy that it took during the day and transfer it to the night.
So it stores the energy. Wow, that's amazing.
The great thing about it is that it's a very clean source of energy. It uses human power. There's a couple brands that do these floor tiles. I wouldn't be creating them myself.
Right.
There's an option of a solar and kinetic. So say the main street of Nashua, the sidewalks could have the solar and the kinetic, so people walking on it and the sun on it. But we live in New Hampshire and only like 60% of the year is sunny. So taking something that is very used and very often into transferring our energy into formal energy that would be used. And which is really amazing to see that the world is already creating these things, and I just can't wait to see just walking through a mall and the whole floor is covered in these, and you know the mall's electricity is being powered by us instead of power plants and us burning fossil fuels and us saving the world pretty much.
I'm really a fan of science fiction, so this is like really cool to me. I can't wait to see that happen. So I think it's wonderful. You've got a big year ahead of you, and it sounds pretty exciting. So thank you for stopping by and chatting with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. It means a
And
lot.
we'll be in touch for sure in the fall, and I'll be watching for that project. Great. Well, thank you for watching Eye on Education. I am Doug Beals, and I hope to see you right here on NashuaETV Channel 99. Bye for now.